back on Spotlight on Naperville. DuPage Habitat for Humanity. Now, we heard that name before, Habitat for Humanity. I actually didn't know there was a DuPage Habitat for Humanity. Sarah Brachle is the operations director, and Steve Walsh is a board member for this organization. I really didn't know. I mean, Habitat for Humanity is the one with Jimmy Carter, right?
That's right.
It's just, is this part of his organization, just part in DuPage?
Yes.
Did not know that.
Habitat for Humanity International was founded in 1976, and we're working in over 90 countries. And here in the United States, we have 1,700 local affiliates, and DuPage Habitat is one of those. And we came on board in 1995.
Well, it makes sense. It's such a big organization. You should kind of narrow it down to the communities that you need to serve. And we've had many organizations on, like Loaves and Fishes and PADS, that talk about shelter, and that people are surprised and are continue to be surprised that DuPage would have this need. And yet, Hesed House will tell you that that need is very strong and great. So how cool. Do you start from scratch on building a home?
In most cases, we do. The Habitat model is to engage volunteers in our building efforts. So we would secure the land, and then we can have volunteers help us all the way from the foundation through the completion of the home. That helps us to keep the housing costs down. But we also, we also do gut rehabs here in DuPage County as well. So if there's a blighted property, we'd be happy to pick that up and transform it into a Habitat home.
Oh, I'm sure you would, but that's my first question, Steve, if you know about this. Land is pretty not too available here in DuPage County. I mean, everybody else is ready to pounce on it. Do you have to have that donated to you, or?
We do accept donations, and DuPage County is an expensive county.
It is,
and it's a challenge for organizations like ours who are trying to help low-income families find affordable housing. So that's a unique challenge for us in DuPage County. We're trying to get creative. We're certainly looking for donations of land. We're looking for city municipalities and counties to help us with waiving some of the fees and just making it more affordable.
Well, and I was thinking too, the gutting of homes, because we do live in an older community too. I mean, Aurora and the areas around here have older homes that would benefit from remodeling and restructuring, and I would think that that would be maybe a little bit more affordable, or possibly a way to get something donated too, instead of starting from scratch.
Yes, absolutely. We've been very lucky. A lot of the trades folks have been willing to give us either donations of materials or their time. That helps us to keep the housing costs down, because you're right, land is really the biggest cost for us, and to build a home here in DuPage County, it's hard to do it for less than $200,000, and that's a lot for a low-income family to afford.
Oh, and we also work with developers too. If developers are willing to donate parcels of land for development that they're building, we certainly are willing to partner with them.
Or builders probably too, and able to, because it's not just, okay, let's build a house. You have to start from a plan, a building plan type thing. When you say $200,000 for a home, for a family to afford, is that home paid for when that low-income family moves in?
The family does purchase their home. We just make it affordable for them. So what we do is we look for families that meet our qualifications, and then that family ends up paying 21% of their income for the home. So they actually do purchase the home. It's not a handout. We call it a hand up and not a handout. Which
I think that from the other organizations that we've talked to is extremely important.
Yeah.
You would think it wouldn't be. You'd think, oh, thank gosh, someone's going to. But they want to pay their way through this. They just need help.
Not only that, but they also help build the home. And so what we call that is sweat equity, and we have hundreds of hours of requirements actually for the partner families who are very willing to help themselves, and that's really what we're looking for is families who are helping themselves improve their lot in life, and so they're donating hundreds of hours of work to either build the home that they will eventually own, or any other volunteer activities we can line them up with.
I'm sure many families just think, if I could just get a break,
right?
And this is what that would be, because they'd be so willing to do that. And many have families with their kids,
absolutely,
and it's so important. You're sort of breaking that cycle, I imagine,
exactly,
because then the child has a home, which is probably the biggest key in this.
I tell you, there's nothing like seeing the last family that we just placed into a home. The young girl, 6 years old, she is just so excited about having her own room and having a neighborhood that she can play in that's safe. And the couple, the married couple, is just a fantastic partner family that's just so willing to work and really improve their lot in life.
And these are the benefits I think you get to see immediately, but you really probably don't get to see the true benefits probably for another 10 to 15 years when this young child grows up. And that's really where the benefit is.
Yeah, and Habitat actually did a study at one point, and having a stable home has tremendous impacts on a child's education, on their health, those kinds of things, because that kind of stability allows children to really flourish in the long term.
Absolutely. How many families has Habitat for Humanity in DuPage helped? How many homes have you built? We've
built 29 homes in the last 10 years, and we've actually served 32 families because some of our families have been able to move up and out of their Habitat homes and onto
does it always stay a Habitat for Humanity
home?
We
retain the right of first refusal, so we like to keep those homes affordable for new families.
So you've given them a break, they lived in this place, and they're able to move to a different home, a bigger home, something, because now they've gotten back on their feet, and this home becomes available for someone else in need.
Not only that, but the money that they pay on the no-interest loan that we grant them, that money is turned back into the Habitat Build Fund, which then allows us to build future homes.
Excellent. That's awesome. So in order to get help, your family out there watching, there's an event that's coming up at a church, right?
Yes.
You say St. Isidore?
Yes.
The St. Isidore Catholic Church in Bloomingdale, Illinois. There's a process. Like you said, there's a qualification process. And if they come to this event, they can learn if they might be able to benefit from something.
Absolutely.
Right. And it's the homeowner application session, and during that time, we educate the potential partner families about what it takes to qualify as a family, and then we actually have a step-by-step process that we take them through to educate them on to how to fill out the application and what information they need to give us.
But if a family is interested, they need to attend that session. So it's April 14th.
It's mandatory.
It's mandatory. It's April 14th at 10 a.m. at St. Isidore Catholic Church in Bloomingdale. And folks can call our office if they want more details, but it's a 2-hour session. And
we'll have that information, so don't even, because people have to go back. So call NCTV.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have a website, too, that they can, although if you need a house, you might not have a computer. So go to a phone or come find us, and we can hook you up with this home application session that's mandatory. And if you need help, why not try this? This sounds like a great thing. Let me ask you this, have either of you two ever built your own home? I bet you don't want to.
I actually, my first 2 years out of college, I was a Habitat volunteer full-time in construction. So
there you go.
Anybody can get out there and swing a hammer. No skill is required, just the willingness to be out there, and we'll teach you whatever you need to know.
And it's obvious the benefits. You don't have to even ask why you two are involved. It's just to give back, but then to really see the rewards, especially on a child's face. So DuPage Habitat for Humanity. Now we know that it exists, and there's a real reason for it. So try and volunteer. Or if you've got some land out there, donate it. Stay tuned. I'm Candace Hernandez. Thanks very much. That's awesome.